Your couch is one of the most used areas in your home. And over time, you're gonna have spots and spills, it will need a deep clean, and sometimes you even have some funky, lingering odors. So let me show you the best way to clean that up. Now, the most important step really before we start cleaning anything is to check your couch's clean code. Now, you might be wondering, Brandon, what on earth is a clean code? And essentially, it's just a little area on the tag with a letter that tells you the proper way that you can clean the piece. For instance, you're looking for either a W or W/S. This means that it can be cleaned with water and water will not cause any damage. I will say though, you might find an S or an X, and that means it needs to be dry cleaned or cleaned with a solvent and special processes that, unfortunately, if you do clean it with water, you're going to cause damage. It could shrink, it could brown, you could get watermarks, and we don't want that. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is it can be a little challenging to find sometimes. Many times it's on the tag, but like for instance, this couch here does not have a tag. So all I had to do is just do a quick Google search for the manufacturer and care instructions, and I was able to find it there. When cleaning up everyday spots and spills, let's be real, they're going to happen. You're gonna spill soda on your couch, food and things. The key here is to be as quick as possible, and I know this can be a little bit frantic, so I like to keep the process super simple. The first thing I'm gonna do is just grab a clean, dry towel, and we're gonna extract as much of that up into the towel as possible from the surface there. Now, something to keep in mind here is we do not wanna scrub or rub, because this could spread this spot on the actual surface, or it could even cause damage to the piece. But again, keep in mind, speed here is key. Next, we just grab our cleaner, and for this, I like to use a DIY alcohol mix. That's 1 cup 70% isopropyl alcohol, 1 cup water, and about a teaspoon of dish soap. Spray that down on the spot there, and then just let it sit for about a minute or two. I do like to grab a towel from time to time as well, just kind of lightly dab and twist. That way I'm kind of just working it into all the fibers to make sure I'm not leaving anything behind. Once that's done, I come through with a damp towel, just wipe the entire area down to completely rinse the surface. A quick pro tip, once you're done doing the spot clean, is to always grab a dry clean towel and just place it over the area that you just cleaned up here. This is gonna help it dry faster, and if there is anything remaining in the cushion, it will dry up into the towel and won't leave a spot behind. But what if you notice that your couch is starting to have quite a few spots? Maybe it looks a bit lived in, and maybe even a stinky odor. Well, that means it's time for a good clean and refresh. I always like to start by giving the couch a really good vacuum. You're gonna find things like popcorn, crumbs, pet hair, and who knows what else underneath your cushions, but it's really important that we start with a good vacuum first. That way we remove that first layer of dry debris that's on the surface there, so it sets our clean up for success. The other thing I always like to mention, especially if you're kind of struggling with maybe some odors from pets and things in your couch, we need to remove as much of that hair as possible, because if we do leave any of that behind, that dander is just gonna sit in there and start to stink over time. So always start with a good vacuum. So now that that's done, it's time to start the wet cleaning process. Now, I will say, I like to work in sections kind of cushion by cushion. So the first thing we're gonna do is grab our DIY alcohol mix again, spray it on the cushion, and let that set for about a minute or two. Now, like I mentioned with the spot clean, if you want to take a towel and just kind of gently agitate that in as well, that definitely helps lift up the soil and gets things cleaner. Now, if you do have pets in the house, sometimes it can be a good idea to skip the alcohol mix and use an enzyme-based cleaner, just because these are designed to kind of attack those types of messes, especially odors if you kind of have that lingering in the couch. I have my favorite enzyme cleaner linked down below. Definitely check that out. So now that the cleaner has had time to work, the next step is to come through and rinse and flush everything out. Now, I highly recommend that you use a little spotter machine like this one here. The reason being is that the job will be easier and your couch will clean up so much better. Now, something to keep in mind is some of these machines recommend adding soap to the tank. Please do not do that. We already sprayed our soap down. Just add water. That way we make sure we're rinsing everything out. Now, using these are pretty simple. Just spray down the water and suck it up. And I like to just kind of work in sections as I go, making sure that I'm putting enough water down, that I'm rinsing all that soap out. And the nice thing about these machines is usually the wand has a little clear window, so you can really tell once an area has completely been rinsed. If you see suds, keep going. If you don't, you can move on to the next. As I mentioned, it's a good idea to work in sections, so once you get a cushion done, move on to the next one and follow that same process. Now, I know some people like to just unzip their cushions, take the covers off, and throw them in the washing machine, but in my professional experience, I highly suggest you do not do this. The reason being is many times the covers can shrink themselves or even get ripped and damaged in the washing machine, and then when you go to put them back on, they just never fit the same again. So instead, follow this process here. Not only will it get your couch nice and clean, but you ensure that you're not going to cause any damage and your couch will last longer. Now I will say there are a ton of different spotter machines on the market, and I've tested just about every single one, and I always keep coming back to the Shark Stain Striker. I just feel like it does a little bit better of a job and has more suction than most, and really that's the most important thing to look for when you're trying to use one of these machines, is that if it doesn't have great suction, it's just going to take so much longer for your piece to dry, and it's probably not going to clean up as well. So if you are in the market for a new one, definitely check this one out, or you can always just borrow a friend's. Another added benefit, and probably one of my favorite things about using a spotter machine, is you get to see all of that dirt and grime that you pull out in the dirty water. That is usually a little bit scary, but also very satisfying to know that, hey, I did that and it's cleaning up great. Once you're done cleaning, you do want to get the couch dry as quickly as possible. So I kind of set all the cushions up in a way that air can reach them. I'll even turn on some fans, and most importantly, make sure everything is bone dry before you put it back together. Now, if you're enjoying the video so far and want even more helpful cleaning tips delivered right to your inbox for free, consider subscribing to my new newsletter, The Clean Freak Weekly. This is actually something I launched with my father, and he has been cleaning even longer than I have, and I always say he's taught me everything I know about cleaning. So each week on Tuesday, we send out a brand new issue, and it's just packed full of helpful cleaning knowledge, tips and tricks, and everything in between. Our main goal with this newsletter is just to make cleaning easier and more fun for you. So if this sounds like something you might enjoy, click the link down below to subscribe. We'd love to have you over there. But what if you go through all of that cleaning and you still notice a stinky, lingering odor coming from one of the cushions? Well, hope is not lost. I have something for you to try. What you're gonna wanna do is fill up a spray bottle with some white vinegar and then take the cushion and completely spray it down. Then what we're gonna do is put that cushion into a garbage bag and then grab your vacuum, place that at the bottom of the cushion and suck all of the air out and twist the bag tight and leave that sealed inside. Now what's happening here is that vinegar is working itself into the cushion to help get to whatever is causing that lingering stinky odor to neutralize it. Vinegar does a great job to deodorize things. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Brandon, vinegar smells like pickles. I hate the smell. Yes, it is a little strong at first, but once it dries, that completely goes away. There's no more smell, and thankfully, it also deodorizes the stinky odor, so that smells fresh too. I do like to let the cushion stay in the bag overnight. That way it just has as much time as possible to work. Then in the morning, take it out, let it completely air dry, and put it back on your couch. And there you have it. Now you know the best way to get your couch nice and clean and smelling great. Thanks so much for watching as always. And if you're new here, consider subscribing and smash that like button. Ladybird and I would also like to give a huge shout out to all the Clean Squad members over on Patreon and here on YouTube memberships. Thank you so much for your continued support. Now, if you want to join the Clean Squad and get your name credited down below and help support the channel, all you got to do is follow the link down in the description for Patreon or click the join button here on YouTube. And as always, we'll see you on the next Clean.